DreamHack Open is brought to you by Intel, Corsair, MSI, and Monster Energy.
Hello and welcome to the DreamHack Open November. My name is Frankie Ward and apparently I'm a desk banana today because that's what Vu described me as in our rehearsal. So let's meet him and our other analyst Blair right now. Vu, I feel like maybe you're a little bit jealous because I'm so cozy.
Yeah, it is a little bit of jealousy. You know, my girlfriend got me a Snuggie for Christmas one year and it didn't fit because I'm too tall for human life. So.
Oh, well, maybe you could get a second Snuggie and you could sew them together.
I don't do sewing, unfortunately, no.
But you pay someone. Blair, can you sew? Maybe you can volunteer.
I don't know if I could afford it.
I've tried. No, I'll do it for free, man.
Nice.
I've definitely bought some stuff. I once got bought a sewing machine, even though I can't really use one. And I bought some dresses to wear on stage and that, and then I tried to sew them and haven't worn those dresses since. So that tells you everything you need to know about me, quite frankly. But let's tell you about something you do need to know because we have some fantastic sponsors. And without them, the DreamHack Open wouldn't be possible. They are Intel, MSI, Corsair, Monster, and DTS. Thank you so much to them. All right, then. We are going to head straight into our first video of the day because we need to talk about map vetoes and how to outwit your opponent.
As I think, during a veto, you should be thinking of your best map, and it doesn't matter if it's good or bad for the enemy. You should be playing from the side that you're better on this map and you will win them.
If you are favorite, then you can just pick into your own map strengths. Whereas if you are not favorite to win the game, then you need to take a chance already in the veto. So maybe if they're a good team, you need to remove their strongest maps and try to weaken their opponent and hope that you can beat the enemy on a weak map for them, even though it's maybe not your best map.
If you veto against any team, you just need to go to their HLTV profile, watch the statistic on the maps, picks what they pick in first, banning first, and then you can make your own decision based on these things.
Basically, hang out on HLTV, but always use sport mode. That seems to be what Sundar Young is telling us there, Blair.
He didn't say that. He's just adding on words. I don't use sports mode.
You don't use sports mode?
I like the forums.
You like the forums? What's your username, Blair?
I do. Not telling you there. Not telling you that. I feel like, listen, it's still better than Reddit at times, all right? Those forums. Anyway, I think they make very good points. I agree with all three of them. However, we've seen some pretty weird vetoes coming up. Sometimes, like, logically speaking, you should know what to ban out, what to pick, depending on your opponents and your caliber as well. But for some reason, when it comes to actual games, I've lost quite a bit of my hair watching some of these map vetoes coming out.
Luckily, you have quite a lot left to lose. Vu, you're a coach, right? Or at least you have been a coach in the past. So how do you approach a veto?
I basically approach it the same way that those guys do. I go onto HLTV, I go to the analytics center. It says what their first ban is, what their first pick is, what they're good on. and put in the minimum amount of effort physically possible to get to a decent map. That's basically it.
When you started talking about numbers, I was like, it's like the second coming of Dust. And then you said you put in the least amount of effort possible. And I was like, no, not Dust then. All right, we also need to talk about pistols. And we're not talking about Nafani's Julie's ace on Inferno yesterday, unfortunately. Instead, we asked our players if they prefer the USP or the Glock.
USP or Glock? Why?
On T side USP, on CT Glock, because you can take close position on CT with Glock, and when people rush, you can destroy them. When you take Glock on T, you make range plays pretty easy and destroy your opponent's range plays.
That would be the USP, solely for the sound of the one taps.
Glock 20 bullets.
Definitely USP. Because in pistol rounds, you need only one bullet to hit, and it doesn't matter the range of your shooting. So when you're doing your one-taps with USP, it is pure joy.
I think that's my favourite answer from a player ever. Nafani, Glock, 20 bullets. All right then, that's a debate settled. I'm never buying P250 again. I'm going Glock every way. I'm gonna pick up T's discarded Glocks after I've shot them with the USP, which is very rare, but you know what? Sometimes it happens. Actually, Sundar Young, he kind of made sense there with what he was saying, Vu, even though it surprised us at first.
Yeah, it made some sense. They're trying to overwhelm you. I just want to note it that Nafani was the one that got the ace with the dualies. And so Glock 20 bullets, dualies 2 guns better than 1, 10 guns better than 5. This is some true genius thought.
Yeah, I understand why he's still leading, even though Hobbits joined Gambit, Blair. It sounds like he's probably one of the cleverest players in this entire tournament.
Yeah, and plus he knows how to wield the dualies. Anyone picking the dualies on the pistol round, just easily 300 IQ every single time. I gotta say, I prefer the USP as well, but I wish they got the Glock burst mechanisms from 1.6 back. I think that would make that gun even a little bit more viable than what it is right now.
I think I've probably played a Glock once in the past 3 months because I forgot to buy a P250. That's literally it, because I don't get in people's faces. I just stand by, let my teammates do the work, and occasionally I'll just run in and be like, pew, pew, oh, I'm dead.
Just get carried, basically.
Yeah, just get carried. It's fine. Occasionally I get angry, I get a Mac 10 and get it done. I'm a little bit like Amanek and Alexi B in that way, and in no other way, to be perfectly honest. Right, we're going to head to a break, and when we come back, we'll be getting into our first semi-final. It is going to be Spirit versus Illuminar.